I need a... There has to be something in the archives about... There has to be a statement or notes or a book. There just has to be one anywhere. Finn?
What are you doing down here at this time?
I'm trying to find just anything to do with why I can't see certain things, why it's painful to look at certain things or try to look at certain. I need to figure it out.
Carmen, you need to rest. You need to go up to your office and lie down. I know you can't sleep, but just at least lie down.
No, I can't. I need to find... Ow. Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Okay, I'll just go read a statement.
Then you'll rest?
Then I'll rest.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, Finn.
Bye.
I mean, we're going the same way. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Finn. Alright. Okay. Here we go. Guess it's about time I read a statement. I'm a little... Alright. Statement of Arthur Stevens regarding a near outbreak of an experimental pathogen from a CDC lab in Eastern Europe. Original statement given October 16th, 2007. Statement begins. I still can't begin to explain how accidental this all was. It's not my... It's not my fault. It wasn't anyone's fault. There was no way to avoid this. I suppose I should start from the beginning. Before I explain everything that happened, I need to tell you how we found it. I was one of 7 people sent to a small remote island in the Norwegian Sea known as Jan Mayen. I hope I pronounced that right, chat. The island was mostly uninhabited aside from a few small farms. Aside from a few small farms, there was barely any people. My team and I secured a deserted barn to use as a base of operations while we conducted our experiments. The experiments in question aren't all that important, simply some testing on how... Ender, that's a real island! Fuck you! It's a real... aren't all that important. Simply some testing on how some of the ice was melting in the region and the effects it had on certain bacteria. Yeah, fob double looking mother... Sorry. The testing as it was went pretty well. We determined that there wasn't any new strands of dangerous or anonymous bacteria that was released from the ice. At least that's what we thought. After our experiments had no conclusive or surprising results, we figured it was about time we went back to mainland Europe. Conducting more tests on water from the thawed ice, we discovered that there was indeed some old bacteria inside of it. We didn't fully understand what kind of bacteria it was exactly, but after some testing we came to the conclusion that it most likely wasn't a virus of any kind. As it turns out, we were very, very wrong. David was the first to get sick. He came to work one morning with these scabs that covered the majority of his face. I was concerned, to say the least. On a hunch, I decided to lock down the lab and run some tests on David. On David's blood. What I saw under that microscope made me fear the worst. David's white blood cells had almost completely decayed. In fact, they were decaying right in front of me. I watched as these moldy particles of bacteria attacked the white blood cells in David's blood. The process of decay was unlike anything I had seen in any kind of virus. As I was about to sound the alarm, David collapsed onto the floor and started convulsing violently. Not really knowing what else to do, I hit the bright red button on the wall labeled Outbreak. The moment I did, an alarm I had only heard in procedural videos. Wait, what? When I did an alarm I had only heard in procedural videos. Very nice, I forgot to add a sentence there. The sprinklers turned on, releasing a cloud of disinfectant into the room. I could only assume everyone in the room was infected. The second the alarm stopped, I began running every test I could think of. I didn't want to die, and I didn't want my team to die either. Well, me and Beth ran test after test after test. The rest of our team disposed of David's body. I must have tried every test I could think of and got nothing back but inconclusive results. Must have been less than 24 hours before we all began to feel it. The rot. The overwhelming agony of our molecules decaying. Felt like our blood was turning into battery acid, and yet we were all still functioning. I'm quite proud of us for that. Even in the face of certain death, we didn't give up. At least not until Beth died. It was worse than David. During our final hours, we conducted as many tests as we could. The virus had mutated somehow. It wasn't just the white blood cells that it was attacking, it was the individual strands of DNA inside of her. It wasn't long after that, Beth's skin started to fall off of her bones. After maybe 15 minutes of it starting, she was gone. The decay didn't stop there, though. What was left of her bones and flesh melted into a goo-like substance before long. I was the only one left. I still am. I don't have long now. I'm sending this email before I press the second button on the wall labeled incineration. Most of my fingers are gone now. I think the only way I'm typing this is muscle memory. Not that I have those anymore. My eye just fell out of its socket. I think I need to burn this now before it gets out. Statement ends. Final notes. This statement was emailed to the Institute. This statement was emailed to the Institute moments before a CDC lab in Eastern Europe hit its self-destruct button, possibly saving all of Europe from the corruption's latest abomination. Mr. Stevens is a very honorable man. I don't want to think about how he died, nor do I want to think about what might have happened if that virus escaped that lab. Huh. Alright, I feel a little better now. Let's go to this statement back. I don't know what I'm looking for. Nothing in the archives that I've found so far has even remotely suggested anything to do with my powers being just terrible. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. Oh, Ender.
What?
What are you doing?
Just some research. What's up?
Nothing. I'm just looking. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Looking for something. I mean, I can. Have you eaten? Or bad?
I just read a statement.
Alright. How does that feel? Okay, you don't need to tell me. I know already what you can say. You say, hey, I'm fine. Yeah, okay. Sure, I believe that. I believe that.
You don't have to be a dick about it.
I'm not trying to be a dick about it, Carmen. I'm just... You won't do what it takes to save yourself. To at least live somewhat of a good life. And
It's not a good life if I hurt other people, and
Sure. Yes, you're right. But it's not... You deserve better.
No, I don't.
You do. And no, you don't think that way, but...
Look,
You do.
I'm not gonna torment some poor person just so I can feel better.
I want to say why not, but that's a stupid question. I already know why not, at least in your mind. Hi, Finn.
Hey, Finn. Oh, okay.
Okay. They listening in on us?
I think so. I don't know. Anyway, and I I know you want me to. I know you want me to feed on someone.
Yeah. That's I think you should do it. Honestly.
I'm not. I know. Okay. That's all you've been telling me. That's your only solution for everything. Is just feed, feed, feed.
I mean, what else can you do? I mean, this is the only way to like completely satisfy the eye.
Is it though?
To you at least. It is. I mean, you can read as many statements as you want, but it's pretty much already heard those. You kind of just kind of this refill, kind of re-memory, whatever. I don't know how that works.
Well, I haven't read all the statements.
You haven't read all the statements.
The eye doesn't remember shit, Ender. It doesn't have a brain.
How do you know? How does anyone know anything about this? How
because
do we know it's not just all some weird
a living
fucking
being,
dream?
Ender.
How do we even know anything of this is real? Be honest, I mean, an eye which feeds on the fear of being watched or whatever, and fucking some desolation which feeds on destruction. No, I'm just pointing out.
No, what is with you?
The more I've dealt with the statement fever thing, I've realized that.
Oh, your statement
how do we
fever.
know
How's
if
that going?
anything is real? It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, you look.
It's made me realize that.
Honestly, wow.
Yeah. How do we know if anything is real or not? And why do you have that tone with me?
Nothing. It's fine.
No, it's not
No,
nothing. You've had this tone with me for a while now, and I don't like it. Be honest with me. You're still lying to me.
I'm not lying about anything, and
nothing at all.
Nope. You haven't asked me anything, and that I have not lied to you. Yeah.
I trust you.
Fail on P! Fail on P! Fail on
No! Shut up! That's your fault! It's your fault!
Get out of here!
Get out of here! Go away! Fuck you! Fuck you! And I'm not lying to you about anything.
Yeah, I trust you. I trust you.
Do you?
It still feels like it. Yeah, I trust you. I mean, you told me to stop looking into the figure. I've stopped looking into the figure, and yeah, I trust you. Just guess that. Yeah.
Anyway, have you found anything on an avatars that we can? I don't know.
Right. I don't know if you read that one, but I found one about Bart.
Oh, that guy.
They're pretty. Yeah. He fed on like an old woman.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that guy.
wouldn't worry about. Yeah, well,
Look,
I don't know if worrying
look,
about him. Faber could go for him, you know.
That might be a bit hard.
Might be a bit hard. How? Have you found anything about this other person that you mentioned, this Neptune figure? Oh, I just completely interrupted.
Look, about that, I think they've been around the archives. These archives.
They've been around the archives?
I think so.
Really? I had no idea.
You remember when Alex was freaking out the other day?
Oh yeah.
Saying that they kept seeing a shadow or something.
Yeah. I think I.
Look, if I can't really look, I know my ability to see is a little off at the moment, but
yeah,
I can still see some things.
Are you sure they're even real? I'm just pointing it out. I don't think that ability is what you should be trusting right now. I think you should be trusting what you see with your own eyes.
I don't really like
at
what
least
I
until
see
you've
with my
figured
own eyes
out.
under.
No, but it's at least real.
Too real.
Yeah, I know. I've seen some. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna keep looking for a statement or a note or just anything that can help with what's going on with my whole seeing thing.
Do that. And when you found something, tell me, alright?
Yeah, no, sure.
Yeah. Hey, I love you, dude. You're my best friend.
Thanks.
What?
Nothing, I was just...
You're my best friend. I mean, you're the only... Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I am. No, yeah, you're my best friend too, Ender.
Yeah.
And you, Finn.
And you, Finn. Okay. I'll see you around. I'm going back to my office. There's too many people here. I'm going back to my office. You do your thing.
All right. Case 90. Okay, no, I literally wrote that statement. Come on. Ryan Tyler's regarding no. Okay. Statement of Raina Crabapple regarding her time spent in a never-ending labyrinth of corridors. Original statement taken direct from subject, December 1st, 2022. This is a recent one, okay. Statement begins. I don't know how long I was in there. And I don't care. It's still out there, you know. Watching me. Waiting for me to let my guard down. It's going to kill me. I don't know how, and I don't know why. But that thing is going to kill me. Cotton came up with this name, don't blame me. It was the 7th of November. I
did not ask for ASMR.
Shut the fuck up. It was the 7th of November. I had just got home from a 12-hour graveyard shift. I had just gone to the bathroom when I noticed it. A door with a strange spiral pattern on it. I had never had a door like that in my house. At least not before. Okay. Yes, not before. While I was confused, I was more concerned that I might have walked into the wrong apartment. Then I thought, no, my dog Spencer was waiting for me when I walked in. The realization that I was in my apartment and not someone else's made this strange situation I found myself in even worse. I don't know why I did it. I probably should have just ignored it and moved on. There was just something about that goddamn door that compelled me to knock on it. The instant my fist touched the door, it opened. Quite slowly, but just enough that I fell through it. Just quick enough that I fell through. God damn it. I must have fallen pretty hard because it took me a moment to pull myself back up. Once I had, I turned back around to walk out the door, but it was gone. It was gone, and I was alone in a seemingly never-ending corridor. It looked almost like a hotel, but the hall was, I don't know how to describe it, twisting? Spiraling, maybe? Not really having any other option, I just started walking. I must have walked for hours before I decided to open a door. I chose a door that looked almost like my front door and opened it. All I saw on the other side was the same fucking hallway. Regardless, I stepped inside and kept walking. It was strange being in that place. I never felt tired or hungry, yet I felt so isolated. At least until I saw my sister Rebecca turn... nice. At least until I saw my sister Rebecca walk into one of the rooms down the hall from me. I screamed her name and ran towards the door she just opened. I opened it and saw nothing but a reflection of the hallway I was standing in. It was a mirror. But not a normal mirror. No, it was one of those mirrors you'd find inside of a carnival funhouse. The reflection of myself I saw staring back at me was distorted and warped beyond belief. The color of the mirror wasn't like any mirror I had seen before. It was almost a chrome-like color that seemingly spun around itself infinitely. I didn't even recognize that I was looking... Finn, god damn it. I didn't even recognize that I was looking at a reflection at first. I was so scared by what I saw staring back at me that I sprinted down the hallway. I don't know exactly how long I was running for. An hour? 2 maybe? Either way, when I stopped running, I collapsed onto the ground and just lay there crying. I think I passed out after that. When I awoke, there was a person standing at the end of the hallway. It looked exactly like my reflection in that weird mirror did. I stood up and slowly walked towards them. I don't even know why it was stupid, really, walking up to that thing. When I got closer, it opened its mouth and spoke. It looked very tasty, dear. My eyes widened when it said that. I took off in the other direction in a panic. I could hear it laughing. Its voice sounded like an infinite echo striking against a wall over and over and over again. I didn't stop. Anyway, I didn't stop to look back. I just ran again. I have no idea how long for, but after a while of panicked running, I saw it. The same door that had been inside my house. The same door that I had fallen through to get stuck in this labyrinth of spirals. I didn't really have another choice. I ran up to it and opened it. The street was on the other side. I didn't care where I was. As long as it was anywhere but here. It was anywhere but the goddamn corridor. I don't think I stopped running until I got back home. The first thing I did was check if the door was still there. It wasn't. I was so relieved, but I knew that thing was coming for me. I I knew I wasn't safe. I had heard a story about this place from my grandfather, and to my surprise, he was still a thing. I can't offer anything else other than the statement. Statement ends. Note on the back. Note on the backside of this. Note on the backside of the page. Note on the backside of the page. Archivist. I know what you did not. Find me. This crabapple disappeared shortly after giving this statement. This is one of the more intriguing statements, mainly due to the note on the backside of the page. Whoever left it knows something that I need to know. Upon further investigation, I have come to the conclusion that an agent of the Spiral left me this note. More specifically, the entity known as the Distortion. I need to find them and ask what they know. I will get the information, even if I have to take it.